Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Victoria Renee, and I am now officially 4 weeks post-op. Matter of fact, I'm actually 4 weeks and 2 days post-op. And I want to make this update video for y'all, okay? Y'all remember I did what I'm packing in my hospital bag kind of video. Alright, so I want to update that. I want to show y'all what I actually use. And hopefully this will inform somebody of the things they actually should take. Because I didn't need most of the things. Well, I didn't need half of the things that I packed in my bag. So let me show you what I did use. These bandages, okay? The nasal bandages, they came in handy. Like right after your surgery, you're gonna be stuffed and you're gonna want this little bandage on. It's way better than whatever else they're gonna give you. Buy these from Amazon. I had bought 2 packs. I only needed 1 pack. You only are probably, and as you can see, I have leftovers because your body will start to heal and you won't need these longer than like maybe a week and a half after your surgery. But they are great to have, so definitely these are worthwhile. This mouth spray, you gonna want this, okay? Especially for the early days, right after you have like the intubation where they put like the tube down your throat and you can only breathe through your mouth. Your mouth is going to be extremely dry. So this little biotin, mouth lubricant is great. Not only does it lubricate your mouth, it has a peppermint flavor, which helps freshen your breath. Because like if your mouth get dry, your breath get dry, the bacteria grows and your breath not pleasant. So this is a worthwhile investment, all right? Now let's talk drugs, okay? They had me on Dilaudid, which is like a very strong morphine, and you can't take that from the hospital. Then they put me on tramadol. Tramadol was not really working, so then they put me on Oxy. Oxy was like whatever, but the best thing, Tylenol, okay? You won't keep Tylenol on deck, okay? Anytime I have a headache, anytime I have the dizziness, anytime I feel a little woozy, I want to have my Tylenol close by. Get you some Tylenol. This is what you do want to have on deck. Your hospital should prescribe this for you. It is a saline nasal spray. Every 2 hours, you got to squirt your nose. And then I think it was 2 weeks after surgery, then they gave me like this actually. It's sinus rinse. And basically, these packets are full of saline solution. You mix it with distilled water, and at least 2 to 3 times a day, you got to squirt out your nose. So between these two, these are must-haves. And my doctor, my ENT doctor, gave me this one, so this should come for you. You just gotta get hopefully they'll give it to you as well. You just gotta get the distilled water and make sure you clean it out. And yes, it's nasty. Yes, it's gross. You're gonna have all the snot and all the things coming out, but like, you'll breathe better. You'll feel better. So I recommend it. Again, your mouth gets dry, so I like these little caramel candies. They were helpful. And then also some Ricola. Like if you like what is this, like the cough drop, like it's November, December is cold winter, fall season. Definitely having something to soothe your throat. Even right now, like again, my surgery was 4 weeks ago and the roof of my mouth is still a little sore. So again, I find myself wanting like water or ice cream or things to just really soothe it. So anything that could soothe and keep your mouth hydrated or keep it moist is going to be key. This eye mask. Now this is one of the little weighted ones. This I only used a few times. When I first came out of surgery, I was very sensitive to light and sound. In fact, I was like, everybody turn everything off. Like my friend handed me my phone. I was like, please get this away from me, because it had all these texts and it kept going off. I just wanted everything to be dark and silent. So if you like that, I highly recommend you get a mask. You can also get some earplugs. As you can see, I didn't use mine, but again, you're gonna be sensitive to light and sound, so if you want to, these are worthwhile investments. Now next thing seems a little silly, but it makes a difference. So my friend bought me this little stuffed animal, and then my mom came up to the hospital and brought me my stitch. Why this matters? So like the comfort, right? Like it sounds very silly, but having something tactile in the hospital that you can hold for comfort, and especially when you get them headaches, you can squeeze a little bit. having these little stuffed animals made a huge difference. I remember at one point I was in a hospital and I couldn't take any more morphine because it wasn't time, and I couldn't take any more oxy or whatever. They just wouldn't give me any more medicine. So all I could do is have some water and have an ice pack, which I asked for, and I squeezed my little stuffed animals. So if you can get you a stuffed animal, I know it seems silly, it helped. It really did. So having that was great. Now this is my robe. I didn't wear this in the hospital. And in fact, I don't recommend you have a robe in the hospital. Like every 2 hours or so, somebody's going to come and check your blood or take your vitals. So having a robe and needing to move it, and plus you'll have, like, for me, I had IVs on both hands. So again, it's something that can get caught up. So I don't recommend you have your robe. But once you're out of the hospital, is definitely, again, another tactile soft thing to have for comfort. That would be great. Instead of having a robe, what I would recommend having at the hospital is a soft, again, tactile stimulation, a soft blanket, because the ones you get in the hospital are actually very, like, thin and kind of stiff, and again, don't have that comfort that you really are going to want, because you're already feeling, pretty crappy, pretty wonky. So anything soft that can give you a sense of comfort is going to be great. The other thing you definitely want to have on deck, and I'm pretty sure your hospital is going to have it for you, is water. Okay, like, this is from Emory, but like, you need to constantly stay hydrated. Like I said, the roof of my mouth was dry. You gonna want this water, and you gonna drink it a lot. And if you don't like water, get used to it, because you're gonna need your water. Ice cold too. Well, I like cold water, but I mean, whatever temperature. Water. And then the other thing that was extremely helpful, albeit you don't need it in a hospital because the beds elevate, but when you get home from the hospital, please order yourself a wedge pillow, okay? Because the way that your airways are going to be so congested with whatever the packing is that the ENT is putting in your nose, having that elevation while you sleep, while you lay up, while you rest, whatever, is going to be key. I was stuffed, like when I say stuffed, I couldn't breathe out my nose for at least a week or a week and a half. And I remember I woke up one day and I was like, I'm breathing. Like, I was so excited. And so I definitely think you should get the wedge pillow. But what I will say is, you're not going to get dressed. You don't need a bunch of clothes. You need the outfit that you're going to wear to the hospital and the outfit that you're going to wear home. That's it. That's it. I don't know why I thought, oh, I need this, I need that. You don't need all that. So yeah, that's the gist of what you need to take to the hospital. Again, the other thing that I didn't show but could be helpful if you like it are those comfortable fluffy socks. The hospital is going to give you socks. In fact, they wrapped up my heels and everything with these special kind of bandages, because they're so afraid with you lying on your back for a long time. They don't want you to get any blood clots or any bruises. So they actually wrapped up my feet and they put like a bandage on my back and all these other things. So, I was good in that regard. But if you want those fluffy, cute, like, again, soft, comfortable socks, that would be another thing that I recommend. So yeah, that's all I took to the hospital. What did you take? What worked for you? Let me know in the comments below. All right, bye.